All right, the day before Thanksgiving involves a lot of prep work, a lot of planning in the kitchen. And here to help us with our holiday recipes is Executive Chef Maxell Hardy of Coop Caribbean Fusion. And Maxell, thanks so much for being here.
Absolutely, thanks for having me.
Good to see you again this morning. We have, everything looks amazing.
A smorgasbord.
Right, everything here.
Right.
So a lot of questions come to mind, and especially with the turkeys. We'll get to that in a minute. But why don't we start over here and we'll kind of work our way here of what you brought in for us this morning.
Yeah, so we got a little seafood stuffing. One of my favorite little traditions, but with a little twist. A little shrimp and lobster and crab in there. Something a little jazz. And then we got a mandarin orange and cranberry
seafood
chutney.
Stuffing.
Right,
Okay.
So similar to a cranberry sauce,
Yeah.
just but with the little mandarin oranges in there and cranberries, fresh cranberries.
Okay.
One of our favorite dishes at the restaurant is kind of like a Mexican corn, but just Caribbean style a little more.
Oh, that's corn.
Yeah, it's corn.
I couldn't even tell.
Corn on the cob, and we have a little
Look how good that looks.
garlic aioli on there, a little queso fresco, a little coconut flakes, cilantro. So a little something different, you know, for your family. And then we have our sweet potatoes. And then top with a little marshmallows and then brulee.
With the marshmallows, right?
Yep. And then we got a little lamb shank in the pan going. So another alternative that's a little different than you normally have for Thanksgiving. So just something outside of doing a roast or a prime rib, you do a little lamb shank.
Right. Well, I think that's the next level. Let's go back to basics now.
Right.
People trying to get the turkey right.
Yep.
What are some tips that you have to perfecting the turkey?
I mean, you have so many different things. People say, oh, I want to brine it, I want to do all this. I just always say, let's marinate it and just give a lot of love in there. All right, so a little citrus, little herbs, garlic, and just let it marinate, you know, and kind of get all that love and flavor in there overnight.
So if you have a frozen turkey, then how long should you let it thaw out? Does it have to be totally thawed out? Can it still be a little frozen?
I say thaw it out completely. Okay. And then dry it out a little bit. Just make sure the skin's dry so it can be nice and crispy. Inside it's kind of dry so you can put all your flavor and love in there. And so the turkey can adhere to that. If you're brining it, then you should be thawed out. But yes, start from a thawed out turkey before you do anything.
And brining's got to be how long? Like 24 hours?
I would say at least 18 to 24.
18 to 24?
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
And so what'd you guys do with this turkey here?
So we just stuffed the cavity with onions, celery, garlic, and then we smoked this one.
Okay.
So you got a little citrus in it. So kind of picking up some of those smoky notes and a little thyme, and kind of just finish it off with that, and then let it go for, I think we did about 16 hours in the smoker. I
mean, it looks perfect.
Yeah, no, so this is money.
So what do we do about keeping it from drying out? And then we'll talk a little bit about the carving too, but how do you keep it from drying out, basically? So, that's everybody's worst nightmare, right?
Yeah, so
dry
I think
turkey.
When you start, you're gonna roast it, right? You wanna just make sure that it have a lot of love and a lot of water in it, right? And then you're gonna wrap it, plastic, foil, throw it in. Some people just put foil on it and then it dries out, right? So you want some of that steam in there to kind of create that moisture in there.
Okay.
So that's one of the ways, and then that's one of the ways to keep it hot is when it's finished too, just to kind of lock all the flavors back in.
Okay.
Yep.
And so about carving techniques, where do you start and how do you get that perfect carving?
Right? So right in the middle, there's your cavity bone, right? So to the left and to the right of your breast. So I always start to the left of it, right? And kind of put my knife and let the knife kind of do the work for you, right? So you just want to find that bone and just kind of carve right to the bone. So if you watch, and I kind of pull it away from the bone a little bit, right? So as I put my knife in, I kind of carve it about 90 degrees, all right? And you're just gonna follow the cavity.
Okay.
All right.
We've got about 10 seconds here, so you're carving it all off first, and then you can carve in little pieces from there too.
Now you have a perfect breast,
right?
And now you can carve what you want to carve.
Look,
all right.
It looks perfect.
Nice and easy.
If you want to check them out too, this is CoopDetroit.com, the Coop Caribbean Fusion, and you can check out Maxell Hardy, the executive chef there. Maxell, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here this morning. Hopefully you learned a little bit too. Slow and steady. Don't rush anything with the turkey for Thanksgiving this year.